It's one of our more recent pieces of evidence, and that is the 5-year-old photo. That's right, the 5-year-old photo killed Jack Hammer. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing atop of... Okay, I skipped it too quickly. I don't care. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Shocking. We figured out the case. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She puts Jack Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Jack Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. Nice smile. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho ho! Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Mr. Hammer died in the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her 2 hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it again. Mr. Wright, please do show us how she carried the body. She carried the body with the van. In the van. Miss D, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. That's not exactly the order you said things in, but whatever. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Oh my god, we've got it. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget that it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. No question. Of course Sal Manella has to been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and be put into the costume. There's no way Miss D could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss D, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Well, that wasn't a very satisfying victory. Okay. So what happens next? Don't question mark me. You don't have anything to say. What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? I just completely ruined my one gag. My one running joke, and I ruined it. So it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? That's more like it. That's the way I like my Phoenix Wright games. I mean my Ace Attorney games. Sorry. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What to do now? You did it, Vasquez. Testify again, Vasquez. Or no further questions, Vasquez. Might as well keep saying Vasquez because I ruined the joke. I am sad today. You did it, Vasquez. Miss Vasquez, you did it! That wasn't the question. Did you do it? No. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I'm not sure that question has helped this court get any closer to a verdict. What to do now? Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. You've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You see, you ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! Damn! To come so far only to fail. Gers. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. What? What? Edgeworth, you crafty devil, what are you doing? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh. Never mind, he's not so crafty after all. I see, very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again! You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness! I just want to hear your testimony again. This does not... Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the